Welcome back to another installment of Buccaneer Breakdown for No Place for Bias. I'm your host of the world's most dangerous sports show, Beyond the Game. This is your boy, Nephew Q, and I got my guy, fellow Buccaneer fan in the building. I pulled him in for today's episode to talk about the Green Bay Slackers after we beat the Dallas Cowboys, which he calls Mexico's team. But I got none other. I'll let you introduce yourself. I ain't even going to do it for you. You do it yourself.
The one and only Ike Barron.
Ike Barron in the building. But before we get into this Buccaneer Breakdown report, I need everybody to make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, KY Beyond the Game, and also subscribe to the podcast on all major podcast streaming platforms. Ike, man, you got some stuff going on too, man. Let people know what you got going on and where they can find what you got going on.
Hey, check this out. My wife and I, we have our own business. It's called lovelandshop.com is our website. We sell custom tumblers. We have regular tumblers. We have Bluetooth tumblers like this one right here. Comes with a detachable speaker.
Mm-hmm. Boom, got the tunes on there.
We have hookah tumblers. We have kid tumblers. We have kid water bottles. We have sippy cups. We have baby bottles. We have flask. We have coffee mugs. We have koozies. We have car air fresheners. We have T-shirts. Whatever you want, we customize. So
whatever y'all
hit us
need.
up. Let us know what you want. Again, that's lovelandshop.com. LOVLYNNSHOP.com.
And don't forget before we continue on, ladies, if you need your lashes done, you know his wifey does the
sir.
lashes too.
My wife also does lashes. She does lash extensions. Like you can hit us up.
There it
Book
is.
your appointment and get your lashes done.
Get your lashes done.
So you can look good and maybe grab you one of these guys out here that's single.
Man, Ike does lashes too, but we ain't gonna get into that till right now. But anyways, Ike, last Sunday we played against the New Orleans Saints. Jameis Winston was a bit of a homecoming for him. You know, it's always a little bit of animosity and rivalry between the Saints and Tampa Bay because, you know, the whole Jameis Winston type of situation. And then, of course, you know, you got your Tampa Bay Saints, which is a rivalry within itself already. So Sunday, what were your takeaways from the game that we won, by the way, 20-10? What's your takeaway?
We might have the best defense in football.
I ain't gonna argue with you.
These boys get after the quarterback.
I ain't gonna argue with you.
We stop the run. We're good in pass defense.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're fast. We're good all over the place on that side of the ball right now. And that side of the ball is keeping us together
I'm glad you
while
said that.
we are going through a lot of rough spots because of a lot of injuries on the offense. The defense is holding us down.
Without a doubt, that was my takeaway from it too. The last two games, the Cowboys and the Saints, the defense has stepped up and did what they needed to do. Mike Edwards had a pick six against Jameis Winston, but I mean, hell, everybody gets a pick six against Jameis Winston. So
And that's a Kentucky boy.
I knew he was gonna say that. I threw the live up there too.
That's a Kentucky boy.
I threw the live to you.
Listen, that's his third pick six in if counting last season. In the first two games of this season, he has 3 pick sixes.
Hey, you know what? Mike Edwards is all right with me.
Yes, sir.
Long as he got on this color right here, he's
Yes,
all right
yes,
with me.
sir.
But as soon as he goes somewhere else, and he's dead to me. But anyways, I'm right there with you, Ike, man. The defense has really stepped up while the offense is trying to work out its kinks. Offensive line is injury riddled. Then the wide receiving core is injury riddled. Mike Evans is suspended for a game, which he tried to appeal. So we gonna be really short.
You did see we just signed Cole Beasley.
I didn't see that today.
Oh yeah, we signed Cole
didn't see
Beasley
that.
today.
Okay.
So I mean, he's not the greatest, but he's good enough to fill in the slot while we work out these injuries. And there's a
Brady
chance
Trust.
Julio might play. So
man, I needed Julio to show up, but the Cole Beasley is a nice one because it's a guy that Tom Brady trusts. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Also, my takeaway from Sunday is Scotty Miller, Rashad Perriman, Russell Gage. He really wasn't too big of a factor, but I also seen there was a lot of dropped footballs from these three guys, so they really need to step it up against the Packers. Not like the Packers got a great defense, but
we have in the first 2 games, we have played against 2 really good defenses.
Right.
Like Dallas is showing that their defense is is one of the top defenses this year.
That's true.
They're looking really good.
That's true. Offense is trash, but defense.
The Saints always they've had a great defense these last like 5 years.
I was gonna say 5 seasons.
Yeah. So, I mean, our offense isn't playing great. Like you said, we're injured. We're without Chris Godwin.
Yeah.
This last game, Julio didn't play.
Right.
We're down like 7,000 offensive linemen.
I don't know where they finding all these linemen there because we ain't got nobody.
Cal Rudolph is still out.
I forgot about the tight end. Yeah.
So, I mean, we know our offense is going to bounce back. And like
Eventually,
the
right.
thing is our offense hasn't really played bad because we've just been running the ball a lot, because that is a weakness that Dallas has.
Mm-hmm.
The Saints haven't been too good at stopping the run,
Right.
because they play so well in pass coverage that they don't load the box up, so teams run against them. Like you seen in week 1 when Atlanta was running the ball all over.
Man, they was getting everything they wanted against the Saints.
Yeah. Now, the Packers, their defense is trash.
Trash.
I look at Brady, even with the not having the receivers, having a big game, and our running game doing very well. Our defense, we get after people.
Mm-hmm.
The Packers,
They don't get after nobody. They don't get after nobody.
they let you get after them. So when them on offense, we're going to get it, Aaron Rodgers.
Of course. He ain't got nobody to throw to. He better off throwing to me, you, and wifey right now.
And what made them look better this week was the run game. And you can't run the ball on them.
That ain't gonna happen. It's dead.
We don't allow you to run the ball well against us.
You can run it. You can keep trying. You can get attempts. You can keep trying.
Yeah. So
You can keep trying against us. I don't know if you're gonna be victorious. So let's talk about this Green Bay Slackers matchup that we have this Sunday. I think it's the 4:15 matchup. I think that's what time it is.
4:25.
4:25. Okay, we got the afternoon game. Give me your prediction on how this game is gonna go and give me a score.
I think early on in the game, it's going to go back and forth, seeing which offense is going to be able to move the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in the end, it's going to come down to Tampa's defense and,
Of course.
and most likely a turnover or two. I actually believe that we win
Big.
I'm not going to say big,
Okay.
but I'm going to say 27-17. I think the Packers
Okay.
scored the most points against us so far this season. We've only given up 13 points.
Yeah. 3 against the Cowboys and then 10 against the
And I know people will say, but that's not Aaron Rodgers. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers doesn't have them.
Devontae. He ain't got Devontae Adams no more.
Yeah, he doesn't have them receivers anymore because he don't have Valdez
Scantling,
Scantling either. So Lazard. He has Lazard. He has Cobb. He has the young cat. What's his name? Christian Watson. But I think our DBs are good enough.
Yeah, I don't.
To handle them.
Antoine Winfield, Carlton Davis, Jamel Dean, Sean Murphy Bunting, Mike Edwards. Nah, I'm.
Yeah. And then our linebackers, man, they can cover. They can get to the quarterback. They're good at stopping the run.
Come on,
man. When
man.
you look at Devin White and Levante David, man, they're fast.
Come on, man.
They cover so much of the field. Man, them guys are playing.
It sounds like you. It sounds like you want to say 2017. That's what it sounds like.
I'm saying 27-17, but
Okay.
I think it could be 27-13.
Okay. All right. I mean, you convinced me. Not that I needed to convince him.
I think
but
we actually scored some points on the offensive end.
You think we finally get it going?
Yeah, we like I said, first 2 weeks we played against 2 really good defenses. Like I said, the Saints, they cover the ball well in pass defense, so you're not going to really be able to throw the ball downfield against them for real. You can get a couple of short routes, but mostly you're going to run it. Now the Cowboys, they rush. Micah Parsons, one of one of the best in football.
Mm-hmm.
He gets after the quarterback. He makes you get rid of the ball quick. They have Diggs, who at times he does get burnt, but there's times that he covers well.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah, so they have a good defense. They get after you. They play good pass protection. They can't stop the run. And that's what we did. We just ran the ball.
Ran it down. They thought Leonard Fournette had over 300, had over 100 yards by the time the third quarter came. So I mean, it was no contest. So Ike's got Tampa Bay beating Green Bay 27-17, but he could quite possibly see 27-13. I'm gonna stay in the same realm as he is, but I'm gonna say 27-10. Pretty much to piggyback off of everything he just said. I mean, as far as the Green Bay Packers, they are 8th worst in passing as far as defense. Opponents complete 69% of their passes against Green Bay at 7.4 yards per attempt. And you got Tom Brady back there, so he's gonna eat that defense alive.
Who'd they play week 1?
Who did the Green Bay Packers play week 1?
I'm gonna have to look.
Look that up real quick.
I need to look at this. I can't even remember.
So while he's looking that up, man, as far as Green Bay's defense, they are 6th worst against the run, and as he just mentioned, Leonard Fournette has been dicing up all defenses this season so far. So I look for Leonard Fournette to have a big day. Tom Brady looked like he's about to have a great day, and as far as the offensive line, Aaron Rodgers has been sacked 7 times, which is tied for 5th most in the NFL. So teams do get after Aaron Rodgers. Go ahead.
So week 1 they played the Minnesota Vikings.
So they lost to Kirk Cousins.
All right, so listen.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
You said they're giving up
69%.
69%, and that's Kirk Cousins and Justin Fields.
Oh my goodness! And then you playing against Tom Brady.
Now you're playing against the GOAT.
Okay, have fun with that. Good luck with that. Defense, do what you think. And like I said, Aaron Rodgers has been sacked 7 times, which is tied for 5th most.
And
so
guess who leads the league in sacks?
Who's that?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baby.
Tampa Bay leads the NFL in sacks as a team with 10 total sacks. Also, Green Bay, I think, is tied for worst with interceptions with 1. I think they only have 1 interception on the season. I mean, Tampa Bay is 2nd best against the pass, allowing opponents only to complete 56% of their passes. They've only allowed 379 total passing yards. I mean, they've only allowed 173 rushing yards. I mean, do we need to say anymore? So I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay 27-10 because I just don't think Aaron Rodgers is gonna be able to do anything with those receivers out there.
I hope you're right, man, because there's some Packer fans that
Reginald Brown, I'll call him out.
Reginald Brown,
I'll call him out.
Juan Slaughter.
Juan. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
My father-in-law, he's a Packers fan too. I make sure he hears it. My boy Jeremy Searcy, he's a Packers fan.
All these people getting on the list.
I like talking trash to these Packers fans. I tell them all the time when I see them. There's only one Bay in football,
and that's
in Tampa.
That's Tampa Bay. What the hell is a Green Bay?
But I can tell you this though. No matter what happens in this game, win or lose.
I don't know what a Green Bay is.
Win or lose in this game, we'll have a better record than them funky ass Bungles.
The Bengals, they still playing right now?
Ah man, listen, I am loving it.
0-2.
I've never rooted for the Cowboys, but I was rooting for them this week, man.
Real quick before we get out of here, Bengals fans, we helped y'all out. Dak Prescott was out of the game. Y'all was playing with Cooper. We helped y'all out as best as we possibly could. Y'all had one job, and y'all still couldn't even beat the Dallas Cowboys without their starting quarterback. So
that's because the Cowboys have a good defense, and the Bengals thought they had a good offensive line because they went out. They got an offensive lineman from the Cowboys who was trash. They got an offensive lineman from Tampa. I'm not going to say he was trash, but out of our starting linemen, he was last. He was the weakest one out of all the starting linemen we had. I think he was the only one that didn't make the Pro Bowl. I think all the other ones.
Donovan Smith, Ali Marpet, Ryan Jensen, and then Alex Kappa. Yeah, I think he was the only one. Yeah,
Tristan Wirfs. He was the only one I think that didn't make the Pro Bowl. He was the weakest link out of the starting offensive lineman that we had last year. So, I mean, I don't see them keeping on playing as bad as they was, but I hope they do.
I hope they do. They'll turn it around, but for right now, I hope they lose another game. But anyways, we gotta get on up out of here. I want to thank everybody for watching today's episode. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel KY Beyond the Game. If you can't do that, make sure you listen to us on all major podcast streaming platforms. And while you listening to us, make sure you get on the website, download, get your custom cup made. Fellas, you know what I'm saying? You got Christmas coming up. You got Thanksgiving coming up. What else holidays you got? Is that the end of the holidays? Get your ladies' lashes together. I'm pretty sure you about to have a lot of balls and galas and whatnot running around here. There's a lot of women running around with bald eyelashes. Get your eyelashes together.
And don't just think we just do teams. Man, we do everything.
So
we have designers. Like, you can get whatever you want. It's custom.
It's custom. Get what you want.
Family members, pictures.
Side pieces, pictures, whatever y'all want to do out here. Whatever you want to do out here, hit them up. They can get your cup made however you want to do it.
Hey, what? I know you ready to get out of here. Q's uncomfortable right now because I ain't wearing no pants.
He ain't got no pants on. But we thank y'all for tuning in for another episode. We'll get back to y'all next week as we give y'all our week 3 recap and also talk about week 4 predictions. This is your host, Nephew Q, along with
Ike Burn. You feel me?
And we up at this thing. I want you to treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama. And we up at this thing, y'all. Peace.